Until we see Naruto walk up to Minato telling him that he got a plan. And since Naruto low-key a genius, I am all ears as he sits out his hand for a fist bump. And since Minato dipped for the last 16 years, leaving bro with this weirdo heroism, he take his chance to finally dap up his son, giving us a glimpse of Kurama talking to his evil twin, asking for some chakra. Which is just crazy to think about that bro is literally asking himself for chakra. But before they can do anything, Obito takes his time to cook Minato, calling him useless like he part 1 Sakura or something, before reminding him that he couldn't even protect Kushina. Like, dang! Not gonna lie, Minato, me personally, I am not taking that. Especially from the 30-year-old man crashing out over his middle school crush, bro. That's kind of crazy. Not to mention, he is the one that got your wife packed up in the first place. I'm just saying. As we go to Naruto staring down at Jiraiya looking pissed before he starts snapping. Got Minato over here with the crazy sparkle in his eye looking as happy as can be. Bro got the time skip past 600 episodes and get right to the good stuff. This man is sick. I guess it is a good thing that he ain't have to see this though. I would have handed bro over to the Akatsuki myself if I saw this. But that's until we see that father-son KCM2 link with Kurama back here looking devious. As out here, the genius, Mr. Smarter Than Kakashi man, down here sweating bullets trying to come up with the plan. Not realizing that Naruto already like 3 steps ahead of bro, leading Minato to start shedding tears, realizing how tough his son is. And he just like me for real, got me back here cheesing too. Before we start seeing everybody in the alliance start to get their chakra cloaks back, as Jugo comes running up to save his glorious King Sasuke, who said he was finna use that same weak junk he used versus Data and just reverse summon out of there. Bro has no shame. Before Naruto interrupts, telling him to come and get this chakra. But what really messed up this moment for me is this self-meat rider Hashirama over here like, wow, he's got almost as much chakra as I do. Like, alright bro, we get it. You're tough. Just wait till I find out how you got packed up, bro. I swear it's up for you. All I got right now is either Kakuzu or a random. But either way, you're cooked. And so then we finally see the tail beast bombs blast off as Naruto and Minato just sit there holding their form like some dang statues. Because unlike this fraud Kakashi, they don't gotta worry about no little bitty rocks, as the explosions completely fill up the barrier before going blasting out the top, sending smoke into space like they trying to cause the first space shuttle car accident. I know that Rhino Naruto threw up there probably scared as hell right now. Before we go in to see the whole army outside the barrier with that signature Minato kunai, because he just teleported them all up out of there. I bet he wish he could have did this 16 years ago. But even after that, Naruto still turning up, loading up and jumping forward, looking about happy as hell, like he ain't been getting carried like Tsunade's chest for the last 10 episodes. And while we hating, this front runner Sasuke back here like, ain't no way Naruto got this much chakra. Like he didn't have a whole another man inside of him giving him chakra a few arcs ago. So then Tobirama set bro straight, reminding him that he need to be in sage mode to even be able to do anything. Making this dumbass start tweaking like he just got caught with Sakura. Making us go back to Sasuke hating and ore farming at the same time. Like what are you looking at, bro? Nobody called your name. But anyway, since Kurama is not Naruto's op no more, he lets him know that he might be able to stack sage mode on top of KCM. And yeah, Sasuke is not beating it. So then we go to Minato jumping forward, standing side by side with his son with both avatars out. As Naruto finally opens his eyes, revealing that KCM2 Sage Mode. Ugh, that boy tough. That man Kishimoto is on a generational run right now. So then we see a huge Rasengan start loading up by none other than Minato himself. And damn, this shit is beautiful. And so then Naruto adds his Sage Chakra and Tobirama grabs onto both avatars before they vanish, making Obito turn around, already knowing what they finna do, and throwing some arms out and just get smacked away and caught as they make him eat the Rasengan. Except he's still able to block it, even using the TSO to help, but they just keep pushing like they finna have a damn baby as it slowly starts to crack the TSO before popping, sending everybody flying back. And now that they realize how OP the TSOs are, Naruto decides it's time to take it up a notch as he starts up a monster tail beast bomb that he just keeps charging up, and that's without the other half of Kurama helping, since Minato over here embracing this feeling like he fighting alongside Kushina again, which is just adorable. But Kushina is not doing it like this. Them chains are not the same. Nope. And once again, since I'm hating, Sasuke of course gotta be hating too, as he's sitting back like, damn, Naruto can do all this now? I still got this same 1800s ass bow and arrow since the summit, bro. This ain't fair. Literally over here tweaking as Obito starts flying up out of the smoke before starting to raise his arms over the battlefield, thinking he Crollo, before clapping his little baby hands together and starting to bring back out the entire 10 tails. That wastes no time spazzing out as very slowly the bud on his back starts to open as Obito lets down his barrier before the divine tree goes shooting up and sending roots everywhere that all go booming into the ground, and also grabbing up randoms and taking all their chakra, literally sucking them dry to the point Tiana couldn't even fathom this, as we just see bodies sprawled out everywhere until eventually we see it even snatched up Naruto as Minato just sit down here yelling instead of, I don't know, saving his son. So instead, Tobirama pop up cutting the tree with water, but it still just goes back to wrapping bro up some more, making it look like that man Naruto is done. Until this guy hears him pull up going crazy with his staff, cutting Naruto out, then dipping out of there. Bro really trying to beat the bum allegations, and I can't even be mad, especially after watching this man Minato just stand there watching with a whole KCM cloak on. Low-key, bro might be plotting to have a family reunion in hell. He might have wanted bro to get packed up, cause having to get saved by Hiruzen is just irredeemable. Especially since we saw what happened last time Hiruzen got trusted with Naruto. But then Tobirama meets up with him, followed by Minato, noticing, before teleporting them all the way right back in front of Sasuke and putting him face to face with the bodies spread out everywhere, leaving Naruto in shambles as we get the slow pan up of the Ninja Kami level CGI of the Divine Tree, followed up by the tough ass Red Moon. And speaking of that, here come my GOAT with the rest of the Kage on the way to save the day. Yes sir, ain't no way they could have went down like that. It's time for the get back now. And speaking of get backs, we go back to see my dog Shikamaru suck dry, looking like 50 Cent. As we find out, even Katsuyu is out of chakra, meaning everybody is cooked, and ain't nothing they can do about it. Meaning Shikamaru finna go right back to playing shogi with his dad. Bro didn't even get a chance to grieve for real, and they already link it back up. That's real love right there. So Naruto, realizing the whole army is cooked, sit down here with peak levels of rage, fighting back tears, knowing ain't nothing his trash ass can do about it. Looking like me when I saw the first flashback of Tsunade and Don. Had me fighting my TV. But then Obito starts up another speech telling everybody to just stop fighting, and then they don't have to worry about losing anybody else. And not gonna lie, it's working, as everybody just stands back looking depressed. Till we go to Hashirama getting a whole lore drop about how the Divine Tree got about 15 minutes before it fully blooms, meaning they don't even got time to watch the Naruto vs Sasuke vid. What a shame. And that also means he only got a few minutes to pack up Obito and take control of the 10 tails. But I'm watching like, if you can't even beat Hashirama and he weaker than the trash version of Juubito, how exactly do you plan on doing that, Mr. Madara? Stealing more abilities, perhaps? Anyway, then Hashirama tells the Alliance about the Divine Tree, just wasting his time, cause ain't like they finna do anything to stop it. And they know it too. They all posted up looking about sad as hell, like they at a Rod Wave concert. Bunch of grown ass men depressed because of another man's wood. This like Madara and Hashirama all over again. And it even get worse too, because look at Naruto. Bro done dropped a Luffy and Ichigo tier, man. I'm sick. Wait, actually, Ichigo is dead ass taking back shots in front of Orihime. He in a whole nother level of disappointment. Right down there with Lily Phillips dead. Until of course, my GOAT comes through, slicing through a branch of the tree with the Susanoo, leaving the NPCs flabbergasted. I'm just now realizing most of these bums ain't never seen a Susanoo in their life. All they could have did in this situation was throw a Kuna. But that's before Sasuke asked Naruto if he's given up already. And of course, Naruto was not finna get shown up by some Uchiha, as he goes back into that KCM2, not even having to look up. Oh my gosh, bro, this dynamic is so tough. Really Goku and Vegeta levels of a duo, man. Are you with your mama? But of course, Naruto couldn't just go into KCM2. You know he had to put that Sage Mode on top. And because this is such a beautiful moment, you already know Kishimoto had to hit us with a flashback of Naruto always being too scared to call out to Sasuke, as more memories come flooding in, showing the whole alliance everything that he's been through, and even the people he's lost along the way. But Naruto, being the dog that he is, don't do nothing but lock in seeing this before going jumping up to beside Sasuke, as the duo decided by fate, finally reunite. So Naruto tells Sasuke it's time to lock in, and he can't do nothing but smirk. Bro wanna be nonchalant so bad. And this man Obito up here mad too because Naruto will not give up. Bro done took his parents, Neji, got Shikamaru down here looking like he just finished making a vid with Ash Cash, and bro still trying to fight. Meanwhile, he saw his crush, who ain't even want him for real, get packed up, and so he decided to go and start a whole war against a 16-year-old. I guess there really is levels to being down bad. And you, my boy, are at the very top. As we go back to see Minato giving Naruto every ounce of his Kurama's chakra, taking him all the way back down to base. Now he only got one arm and no chakra. They done turned him into Boruto Sasuke. And speaking of, we go up to see Jugo spreading his curse mark over Sasuke Susanoo, making sure his glorious king will be in peak condition to get carried. But instead of being hyped, this man Tobirama down here like, oh nah, looks like we're gonna have another Madara on our hands. At least he's the last of his kind. But does he know? Nope. Before they both go launching forward, making Obito load up that TSO stab and go skydiving down as they all crash into each other. And in between this momentous occasion, the 5 Kage pull back up, taking on their new roles of being support characters. Since the last time they were the main fighters, it didn't go too well. Before we go back to Obito flying away like the typical Uchiger that he is, making Naruto and Sasuke hawk him down. As Naruto loads up a tail beast bomb, making Sasuke look over like, oh word? Bro must have forgot this show is called Sasuke Shippuden. Let me lock in. As he loads up an arrow and they both blast him off, just to get blocked again with the TSO. Bro been using that jump more than he used lotion. Like, come on now, bro, switch it up. Before Sasuke and Naruto land on the ground and start looking in to see if it worked, knowing dang well it didn't. Because we see Obito peek through looking mad for no reason, as it pans out and bro just posing trying to aura for him. Bro think he Piccolo, just posing for the love of the game. And if I'm being completely honest, that joke kinda tough. So why does bro still look so mad? Did bro forget he's the one that started the war? You would think somebody packed up his girl or something. Oh. Yeah, but it ain't just him either, because Naruto looking pissed too. But his actually makes sense. The Akatsuki has been trying to jump bro since he was like 12. And you telling me now he gotta fight a war with his best friend down here looking like he need 50 cents a day? I'd be mad too. But speaking of Shikamaru, we see that Naruto start giving bro some more chakra, which don't really make sense. But if you're delusional enough, it can make sense, I guess. As Ino tells us, bro is literally doing this subconsciously, which is another thing they just forgot to give bro in Boruto. Imagine Sasuke with the Kurama cloak versus Jigen. Maybe they don't get just utterly washed like they did. So now Shikamaru is able to sit back up, fresh off his Zenkai boots, until the goat pull up too and immediately put some meat back on his bones and just look at him. Y'all see what he looking at. This right here is a man who knows ball. As we go back to Naruto flying in and airballing the right hook before chasing this man Obito again. Bro doing all this running and still not doing anything. Out there looking like Tony Snell, straight cardio. But since he being a bitch, the NPCs decided it's the perfect chance to try and cut down the Devon tree. And for some reason, all the Kages talking like they like that, even though they was literally halfway down the stairway to hell like 5 episodes ago. I am not about to listen to y'all. But we go back to Naruto charging and firing another tail beast bomb and getting blocked again, before landing on the ground telling Obito to stop spamming, but bro do not care. And y'all wanna know something I just realized? This man Kakashi has been gone for like 10 episodes now, literally giving himself surgery and on the same spot that had Ryan Garcia popping the question. As we go back to the man that did it, saying he'll finally take a more offensive form, as he goes sliding and jumping back up, weaving Sasuke and zooming around Naruto too like a damn fly. But we see Sasuke and Naruto done figure bro out as they both go for attacks that he has no choice but to block. Except he wasn't worried in the slightest, because then he shoots off the TSOs, grabbing up both of them and tying them down like a 40-year-old woman tying down an NBA player, before he just go flying down fast as hell and booming into the ground, sending a crazy shockwave through the battlefield, packing up mad NPCs. As we go back in to see bro made a literal hole in the planet like he was trying to go down and meet up with Itachi, till we see Sasuke and Naruto laid out on the ground. He knocked the boys out of their Susanoo and KCM. You would think by now these super ninjas would be immune to fall damage. But still, Naruto sits back up as Obito just stand there holding his form like he expected somebody to come take a pic. Like bruh, don't nobody want to take a picture of somebody with that crusty ass back and tattoos looking like they was hand drawn by LeBron. But he stands here pressing Naruto, asking why does he keep on fighting instead of just accepting his fate, leaving Naruto to hit us with the iconic one-liner.
Because it's my ninja way.
That's that real music, man. Come back home.
before going right back into KCM2 looking like a dog. And of course, Sasuke sews off the toes, pulling up beside him and loading up some more, bringing out Kurama with the Susanoo on it as it slowly starts taking over the entire avatar. And we see the sexy ass majestic attire Susanoo. Oh my gosh, it's peak. I gotta know what Kishimoto was smoking, bro, because this is insane. And once again, how was Hashirama handling Madara with this? And more importantly, who backed up Hashirama? And this not even mentioning the fact, I know y'all remember the opening where we saw the Susanoo riding Kurama with the bow and arrow out. Like, bro, he could have really did that and we just never know. But then we even see Obito take a closer look like, what the hell? Where'd they learn that? Shit was so tough they had Kakashi seeing it through Obito's eyes. Before bro just gets pissed off again and goes floating up, slowly loading in this DNA looking sword of Nunaboku and a fat ass shield. They really got this man scared as hell, because why do you need all that? But we go in and for some reason they got Jugo posted up in the back. Like, I'm sorry, but who told bro he was on the team? Like, I get he gotta give Sasuke the nature energy, but this like Travis Scott being in the ring with John Cena's heel turn. As Naruto says they should focus on a single blow, and Sasuke agrees. As a crazy Rasengan starts up and Kurama let out a nasty roar before Obito looks up to see the Konoha squad come flying down into their own separate tails that each come with the Rasengan. Naruto got the whole game flying in luxury. This is first class seats. But that junk did not stop there, because then we see them all get KCM2 close too. Like, golly, give me one too then. And then just look at Lee's face. He ain't ever seen nothing like this a day in his life. Seeing this much chakra at once got him questioning if he even built for this anymore. But bro ain't been relevant for 400 episodes. We been knew that answer. Damn. And so then we see every single one of them leaping forward and coming together right into the shield, setting Naruto and Sasuke up perfectly as they go busting through, going right for him. But right before they clash, we see a vision of Obito with Kakashi back in the Leaf, right after the war, where he works through the ranks before eventually becoming Hokage. As we go back to see them slowly tearing through the sword and even right through him, leaving bro floating there, cut up like some crap until stuff goes busting out of him. As we see as all of the tail beasts trying to escape to reunite with their chakra inside Naruto, as he sends tail beast chakra right back at him, setting us up for round 2 of Bijuu Tug of War. Except we see A-Tails and Shukaku smack that shit away, making that man guard have to pull up clutch and grabbing him with sand, and even B drops down with his whack ass middle school Eminem rap before grabbing up Yuki. And now they start pulling. But this man Obito is hanging 1v50 standing on business until Sasuke spawned in an arm grabbing on too before the Konoha squad pull up, but with the entire army. They finna pull the soul out of this man. So of course Obito is shook as Minato grabs on too, and then sitting out chakra, even letting the NPCs pitch in. He's such a nice guy. But now everybody's pulling us right into Obito's mind. And guess who else is here? Letting Naruto in your mind is like giving bro a free domain expansion and you are not breaking out. And he in here pressing this man too. Bro said no more Mr. Nice Guy. But we all know his ass is not scaring nobody. Except for Shin. Because after a long ass yap session and the lore we've seen like 6 times already, Naruto sticks out his hand telling Obito to join him. And this look on his face is all I needed to see. You could see this time coming from the first time Naruto talked to Obito without the mask. So then he goes towards Naruto's hand before going past and grabbing this teenager by the throat, as he says he'll never go over to Naruto's side, cause ain't no way the Uchigers would ever switch up. Right? Except when it comes to Naruto, as he balls up his fist and rocks his shit. Got him leaning crazy as he goes stumbling back just to look up and see a young Obito. Probably getting flashbacks of when he smacked Kakashi and his shit. But regardless, we might have to really study this man Kishimoto, because somehow this man Obito starts getting taught no jutsu by himself. Bro is literally watching his 13-year-old self dirty mac him in front of his crush. This is just nasty work. Before he grabs his own hand, transitioning to Naruto, yanking his ass over, and now finally taking the tail beast chakra out of Obito, leaving him shook. And after seeing that utter woke nonsense Kishimoto just pulled, I would be too, as all of the tail beasts go landing on the ground and Obito comes free falling out the sky and booming into the ground. As we go in to see him just laying there staring at the sky like it's another Friday night, alone, no friends, no business, just you and your thoughts. The type of nights you randomly get that 3 a.m. motivation. Before we go over to Naruto and Sasuke out of breath, but as happy as can be. So I guess now it is finally over, huh? Nope. Because then Sasuke goes rushing in to finish the job with Naruto on his ass trying to stop him. Till out of nowhere we see a Kamui open and this man Kakashi pulling up, hopping on bro's lap with the kunai ready, saying that this is his responsibility as he goes for the fatality. But before that, Kakashi, you're sick. You waited till they was completely done fighting to pull up, just so you would be able to say you did a squad wipe on both of your teammates. What happened to Shane, man? But that's until we see Minato pull up, grabbing Kakashi and cooking bro, asking how did he allow himself to get carried by a 16-year-old saving somebody who was his friend in the first place, putting bro in his feelings. But this don't do nothing but give Naruto PTSD because he going through the same thing with Sasuke. Damn, these parallels go crazy. But then he tells Naruto to go help finish Madara, making bro go running all the way to and on top of the divine tree as he finds him off of the distance. And this is how you can tell Naruto been hanging around Kakashi and Sasuke too much, because he wastes no time loading up a fat Rasen Shuriken, ready to annihilate this man. But he says he needs it to be bigger. No diddy. But while he's doing that, we see Obito back here saying that he about to do the reanimation as an homage to Nagato and bring everybody back. People really have one conversation with Naruto and decide to just off themselves. I see why bro got nerfed in Boruto. But that's when this pops out the ground, grabbing bro's guts and digging all up in there.
What?
And judging by this, I can already tell who it is. The same thing that spent the whole series attached to this freak, as we see Zetsu pop up out the ground. And Madara says that now is his turn.